just like at this point is really what I would consider the highlight of the dinner, and that's we asked one student to speak. Contrary to what you may believe, we have no idea what she is going to say. The young woman who I asked to speak tonight never wants to speak in public. But there are some times that I just won't take no for an answer. It is especially those who run away from honor that need to be honored the most. It is a pleasure for me to call upon Atara to say a few words.
Good evening. I would first like to thank Rabbi Katz for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight, even though it is a little out of my comfort zone. Along with Rabbi Katz, I would also like to thank Ms. Jacoby and all of my teachers at the yeshiva for enhancing my middle school and high school experience. I remember when I was a 7th grader way back in 2004, I was nervous but also excited about being a student at the yeshiva. As a 12-year-old, fresh out of the Torah school, I thought that the yeshiva was just a place where really cool adult girls walked around drinking soda all day. However, early on in my 7th grade year, I learned that my initial impression of the school was partially incorrect. At the yeshiva, not only did I learn, but I also got the sense that being a frum Jewish girl was something that made me and every girl in the school special. Over the years, I had some academic struggles, but I always knew that my teachers were there to cheer me on and help me. My teachers taught me that I am capable of doing whatever I set my mind to, and that I should be proud of my accomplishments and of who I am. This is a lesson I will always carry with me. As we all know, Rabbi Einemer, Zichrono Livracha, the leader of the yeshiva, passed away not long ago. Being that both of my parents grew up in Silver Spring and attended the yeshiva, I had felt a close connection to Rabbi Einemer my entire life. Even as a young girl, both of my parents made it clear to me that Rabbi Einemer was a very majestic and special man who would always be our family's Rav. When I entered the yeshiva, I was the next generation of yeshiva students. My mother, my father, and 3 of my aunts attended the yeshiva and were students of Rabbi Einemer. My father told me that Rabbi Einemer was so special that even after he expelled my father from the school in 10th grade, he gave him a ride home so that he wouldn't have to take the bus. My brother also attends the yeshiva, and my father would ask him daily, "Did you see Rabbi Einemer today?" He was so excited that we were learning at the yeshiva. After many years of hearing about Rabbi Einemer and having little contact with him, I was finally in 12th grade, and that meant I would be in his Friday Halacha class. Of course, my parents were both very excited that I would be having him as a teacher. Every Friday, my father would ask me, "So, how was Rabbi Einemer's class?" And I would tell him that even though I was quiet in class, Rabbi Einemer would look at me and smile, and I would know that he knew I was there. Unfortunately, my class's time with Rabbi Einemer was cut short. My father's sister, Carol, Zichrono Livracha, who I'm named for, was in Rabbi Einemer's first graduating class of the yeshiva in 1967. And I, along with my classmates, were in his last class in 2010. My Savta passed away this past Sukkot. She believes so strongly in Jewish education and the continuity of the Jewish people. How proud she would be that the next generation in our family is following in the direction of the Torah life that she fought so hard to achieve for her family. A couple of weeks ago, Rabbi Hyatt told our class that your friends from high school are the ones who you will always feel the most comfortable with. As I have reached this significant milestone together with my class, I truly hope that Rabbi Hyatt's words remain true. Mazel tov to everyone.
This would have been about Atara's 100th speaking appearance. Atara, the only thing I want you and your classmates to know is the only reason Rabbi Hyatt says that is because of Mrs. Hess and Mrs. Greenspan, affectionately known to the class and the rest of the school as buy one, get one free.
I didn't say that.
At this point, I would like to call on a parent who's also a teacher, who's speaking as a teacher, not as a parent. We didn't get